Hey everybody, it is me, John Anthony Chihawk Soltero. Sometimes I'm called the anti-hero, sometimes I'm called Jax. But most of the time I'm not called. So this is my Tucson Toy Show haul for 2024. And I picked up quite a few G.I. Joe the classified series figures, including a couple of loose ones, which was a nice surprise because got a plane going overhead, so you'll have to bear with me on the sound for a moment. They've been flying low today. I don't know why. Anyways, I wasn't really going with the that's one of them. With the exception, or with the expectation of buying a whole lot. Like, I didn't really have anything on my list. There were a couple of things I was hoping to find, like some more classifieds, and a couple of things I found that I wasn't thinking about, but were really, really cool, and kind of couldn't pass them up for the price. So I spent more money than I wanted to, but I definitely got really great deals on everything. So I'm going to show some NECA stuff. I got 3 NECA pieces. I got the Ultimate Fiend action figure. This thing is sweet. This is one of 2 figures I'm not going to open, at least not yet. So you get an album, you get a tombstone, you get 3 heads, you get a candelabra, a set of daggers, an extra set of hands. I mean, this is a pretty dope figure. And the window box is really nice, you know, for if you're wanting to display it. I'll probably put it up on the shelf a little bit later. Right now, it's on a peg up on the wall. But I'm super stoked about this because I didn't even realize it was out. And it was right next to this figure, also NECA. Box has a little bit of damage to it, but I don't intend to open it anyways. The red costume Elvira figure comes with the extra head, classic winking eye, of course. The likeness is great. NECA, I feel like they blew it out of the park with this one. I've seen the regular black costume. Wasn't, you know, not that I wasn't wowed by it. It's a beautiful figure, but I wasn't really thinking I wanted to spend money on it. You know, I don't know why, but this I got for a really good deal, along with the Misfits figure and a ton of G.I. Joes that I bought all at one table. So I really couldn't pass this up for the price. The third and final NECA figure that I got is probably my favorite Jason Voorhees of all time. While Part 6 is my favorite Friday the 13th, the design for Part 7, some call it Zombie Jason, is definitely my favorite. You can tell this has been opened and closed and stuff like that, but that's fine. This is coming out. Comes with the masked version where the mask is kind of like burnt and chewed up off one side of it. And then there's the zombie head. Does he have nails in his head? That'd be great if he did. I'll have to check when I pull him out. Comes with a machete, a large butcher knife, comes with the tent stake covered in blood, and it comes with an axe. Comes with an extra set of hands, a scythe, and comes with 2 of the weapons you sadly didn't get to see a whole lot of in the regular or in the theatrical release that we may never see a work print. Like the metal gas-powered tree trimmer with the saw blade on it. And then that's a pruner as well, but it's just a blade. It's not like a scissor blade. And then there's another mask, a removable mask hidden behind there. Really, really dope look. Does he have the chain on him? He does have the chain around his neck, which is great. The bones are exposed in the knees. I'm assuming they're exposed in the back as well. You get ribs poking out. Of course, this is the first time Kane Hodder played Jason. He's my favorite Jason. Yeah, so that's also my favorite designed Jason. I picked this up, this Bane Dark Knight's death metal Build-A-Figure complete with the Scarecrow. I think he was like you had to buy 3 or 4 figures in order to be able to put this figure together. He's massive. He's super heavy. He probably weighs about 2 pounds or so. The Scarecrow figure is pretty dope too. He attaches via a peg in Bane's back. He's got his oxygen mask. He's got his clear mask as well, and the noose around the neck. And the fingers are all articulated, but of course they're a little jumbled up. I don't think they're supposed to necessarily be all like straightened out and everything, which is fine, because I mean, like, this is kind of just an extra along with it, because like the big bad Bane is really what I wanted more than anything else, and didn't go there with the intention of finding that. If I could find a DC Classics Universe Build-A-Figure Bane, I don't know how likely that is to find, but if I can find it, that'd be great. So then I got 2 loose Crimson Guards to go with my Crimson Guard commanders, Xamot and Tomax. There was the guy I bought the Jason and the Bane from had one boxed. But I was just like, let me take a look around. He was like the first place that I stopped at and was looking at to buy figures. And so I picked up these 2 from somebody else who had them loose, complete. They've got the pistol, they've got the knife, they've both got the sword. They both come with the machine gun, or the M16, and the somebody will correct me what kind of gun it is. I don't really care. And the backpacks. And they came with bases, so I think these are from the 3-pack line or something like that, or the 4-pack line. Anyways, I was just happy to find 1 Crimson Guard, but when I was looking around before I left, I was just like, oh sweet, 2, and they're loose. Guy had them for $15 each. I was just like, what do you do for both of them? He told me 25. I had 24 in cash left, and he was just like, yeah, I'll take that. I also picked up this Destro file card. It's got the file card on it too. It doesn't really... The file card on the back isn't as cool as they used to be, where it used to give you this whole like bio on them, and this, it just says, McCullen James the 14th, role enemy weapons supplier, primary specialty weapons manufacturer, secondary specialty sabotage, birthplace is unknown. Destro is the faceless power behind Mars, the largest manufacturer of state-of-the-art weaponry. And of course, like, you remember back in the day with the 3 3/4 inch line, that like the bio was huge. He had the gold, the Pimp Daddy Destro, but I didn't want that. This is pretty dope. These carded ones come with the base plate, which I like. I picked up all from one table. Now these are all from one table. This is a Cobra Island barbecue. The only good guy I picked up. And other than the Elvira, like the only other good guy I picked up. Everybody else is a bad guy. I mean, technically Bane's a bad guy. Jason's a bad guy. All the other G.I. Joes are bad guys. And I guess, you could say the Fiend is a bad guy as well. But I couldn't pass him up for the price. It was only $5. But probably ended up being free with all the other figures that I bought, which is this stack right here. I got Zartan. Been wanting a Zartan for a while. It's pretty dope. My only wish is that he came with the little skiff that when you bought the original 3 3/4 inch one, he had a little skiff that he came with, a swamp skiff. I picked up his sister, Zorana. I love the artwork on the box, by the way. Like, the artwork on a lot of these boxes is so great. All the G.I. Joes are coming out of their boxes. The only ones staying in their boxes are the Fiend and Elvira. Maybe Jason, but probably not. The artwork on the back is cool, but it's all like super basic. But I love the addition of this style of artwork. I really wish they had a file card on here. I think that would have been great. And the last two pieces I've got, these are from the no plastic Hasbro initiative. I've got two of the Dreadnoks, Ripper and Buzzer. Torch, I am told, has not come out yet, but if I am able to get Torch, and I don't know if they made a Xandar, I'll have all the regular Dreadnoks. I mean, if I get a Torch, and then I've got Zartan, then I've got the original Zartan and the Dreadnoks, because Zorana, Xandar, Road Pig, and I forget who the other one were all characters that showed up during Arise Serpentor Arise, which was like third season or something like that. So overall, the toys I got, I really, really like. They were, you know, especially the G.I. Joe Classifieds were stuff that I was looking for, specifically the Crimson Guards and the Zartan, but the addition of the other Dreadnoks is really super nice. Being able to pick up a Destro that wasn't the Pimp Daddy Destro, it's still a pretty good price for, you know, being on the card and everything. And I know it's like, it's blasphemy, I'm going to take them out. I don't care about that kind of stuff. Like, there are certain things that present really, really well in the box, and I don't want to, like, take them out. Not even necessarily based on value, but just because, like, I don't feel like taking them out. I know when I bought the original BTAS Harley Quinn, I owned 4 of those at one point. 3 remained carded. 1 I took out, and I don't have her anymore, but she, like, her feet are so small and her legs are so small, and of course they had, like, the shoulders pivoted, the legs at the hips pivoted, and the head turned, and that was it. So, like, she wasn't standing up on her own, especially holding the boxing glove gun, stuff like that. So that would have easily been leave her in the package kind of thing, because you couldn't really do anything with her. She wasn't posable enough to be able to make her stand up. I do have one of those remaining in the card that I may never get rid of. I don't know. Harley Quinn's not a big character for me anymore, but I'm also looking to, like, just unload a lot of my bigger comics and, you know, just keep the stuff that really matters to me. And it doesn't even necessarily mean that it's super expensive. But with these G.I. Joe pickups, I was doing some reviews of the figures like a year ago, 2 years ago, and I stopped. I just got, like, I don't know, overwhelmed or whatever. But I'm probably going to start doing a couple of these reviews again, because I've got plenty to go through. And so I'll break down, like, the detailing, the accessories, and just how cool or not cool they are, and, like, I don't know, grading them or whatever, but maybe not. I've also got a really cool thing, a couple of things that should be in the mail soon on the way, and those will be videos as well. So if you dig my content, I'd appreciate it if you liked and subscribed. I'm never gonna monetize on my channel. I'm just having fun. That's why I don't do it very often. But I do appreciate, like, everybody who watches and considers watching. And if you want, I mean, you can check out my Etsy shop, my Teespring shop. I'll put those in the link or in the description below. That way you can just pick that stuff up. All right, you guys take care.